My first 30 days on YouTube, and this is what I've learned. 30 days ago, I started my YouTube channel. I tell you, I was pretty nervous, but it was something that I always wanted to do. So, to prepare for the launch of my station, I turned to YouTube and watched some of the gurus to see what was appropriate, what was not appropriate, how to set up the videos, what not to do, and things of that nature. The reason why I wanted to start my station is because I had a few months earlier turned 60 years old, and I wanted to share some of my experiences with a broader audience. Some of the things that I took for granted that were not the truth, things that I believe were true were not. And not only that, I wanted to be able to reach out to others too, because I know for us as humans, we love to find people that are like-minded, people that we can relate to. And so by me starting this YouTube channel, it was my desire to reach other people in this age group, so we can support each other through our journey, through our latter part of our midlife, right? So that's why I started this channel. Some of the things that surprised me. So even though I told you I did my research, right? I just didn't jump on there like, hey, we're going to do this. I turned to and watched a lot of the people that help you set up your station. Things they would talk about were not to go live once you upload your video, to just, give it time and stuff like that. But one of the things that surprised me, I'm going to go into all those things they said and didn't say in a second, right? But one of the things that surprised me was that I found out it was a lot of work. This is a true production. It really is. And not just picking up your phone or whatever and filming and going. The way you have to upload your videos and stuff like that, you are really just, it's a whole file, it's a whole production. So I learned to pace myself and not try to push out a video every day. It's a lot. Another thing that I learned to do was to film multiple segments back to back to back, because it takes a while to get everything set up. Even though I do have a studio, it takes a while to get everything ready, to get the makeup right, to get my scripts ready, to even get into the right mindset to do these videos, right? I learned how to now. I, this is one of the things I would say, thumbnails are very important. I didn't understand that in the beginning, but I've learned to create them. So those are some of the things that surprised me. Writing scripts, I kind of knew I would have to do that. What I found to be a better solution in the beginning, if you watch some of my first videos, the scripts were written word for word, and I found it best to just have some little bullets, and that's what I usually do now. Just have some bullet points written down, and I refer to those, and then I just speak off the cuff because it makes it more natural. It helps me to keep my flow going too, right? Also, to editing, you really need to have a program that'll help you put the videos together. My first few videos, I didn't edit anything. I kind of like the natural look, but I do edit just a little, just a tad bit, because I still want it natural. I still want it to be me that's coming through the camera on the film, and not an edited version of me, right? When it came to creating the thumbnails, they actually turned out to be a little easier than I expected they would be. And that's really because I do have a background in graphic design. So I know what colors are supposed to go with what, right? What kind of message you're supposed to convey. I have found out though that AI can be your friend when it comes to that. Even coming up with some ideas for your script, but please make sure it is your information that you're presenting and not what the AI has scripted for you. Just stay away from that. Just make sure it's your authentic voice that's coming through over the your videos, because people want to be attracted to, you want people to be attracted to you, not what AI is putting out there, right? So some of my biggest mistakes, I tell you, I had one video that was performing just amazingly. It was wonderful. And I was like, hey, this is great. This is my opportunity to go viral. So why don't I just promote this video? Please don't do that. Especially if your station is small, don't do that. Because yes, I did get a lot of views on that video, but because that video was promoted, it was sent to the wrong audience, and some people didn't really want to, wasn't really drawn into the story. So yeah, I messed my best performing video up. I did. And so AI gave me some suggestions to not pull it, because I said, should I just pull it down? They said, no, just leave it there. The algorithm will eventually correct itself, is what I was told. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just hoping that over time it will rebound, because it is really a really good video. The thing that I'm most proud about is the support that I've received from my husband. I knew with doing all these videos, I needed an extra computer for that with all these files. And so I told him, I said, look, I'll just go out and get one. And he's like, no, I really want you to be successful. So here's my credit card. Go and get the computer that's most appropriate for you. Don't worry about how much it costs. And I was just floored. He's such a wonderful man. I'm telling you, I'm just so blessed to have him. So that's what I'm most proud about, is that I actually have a dedicated computer just for YouTube. It really helps for everything, like the videos. I use it really just for my editing and stuff like that. So my other computer, my other laptop, because I am a college professor, I use that computer for all of my other work and don't have to worry about, mixing the two computers. Another thing I'm mostly proud about is the fact that I when it came to these thumbnails, with that background that I have, like, I got it. I can truly do this. I do understand that I have to be patient with growing my station, but my channel. But I've noticed with my videos, especially the ones where I'm actually doing better edits in them, the um, the click through rates and stuff like it's starting to go up. So I'm kind of optimistic that I'll eventually have more and more subscribers. Right now, as of this recording, I have 204 subscribers. That's in just 1 month. So I think I'm doing pretty good, but we'll see how that goes over time, right? What I've learned in the last 30 days is that YouTube is very different from uh, other social media apps. You can say it's part social media, but it's also information uh, app as well. So it's a little different. I just thought I was going to roll in here because I have a lot of followers on Facebook. I have a very large dog nation. A lot of followers, in that I created that. It's called the Ultimate Dog Nation on Facebook. And also on TikTok, I put something up. I got a lot of views, and it just didn't materialize like that. I would load a video up. I'm like, oh, I only have 5 or 6 views. Then as the time goes on, when I go back and look a week later, oh, it's up to almost 100 views. Where did those views come from? So what I've learned is that the algorithm takes its time to find the right audience. So it'll push the video out a little bit here or there to try to get a feel for your audience. And so I'm noticing that I'm having more and more people gravitate towards my videos now than in the beginning. It was, I say it was pretty sad, but I'm going to look back at this video. I hope, in a positive light and say, wow, look at where I have come. But right now, I got some growing to do, but I am being consistent. So I wanted to share some of the things that a lot of the YouTube gurus mentioned was that consistency can be your friend. Be consistent, but make sure that you're posting things for the same audience. Not you're gonna change it. Now you're gonna talk about this or that. Try to make it the same audience. Now, some of my videos I do actually talk about the art side of me because I am an artist. I paint, I write, I've written several novels. So I have focused a little bit on those, but mostly it's about midlife, things that we go through in midlife. And so hopefully all the traffic is driving towards there. And hopefully those people will still enjoy some of my artwork. I did this picture that you see right here. That's me. But of course, this is a replica, but I still painted it. The thing is, like I said, it just those are the things that I've learned. Pack a lot of patience too, guys. Just pay if you really truly want to do this. You don't really need a lot of expensive equipment at all. The little stuff, this little microphone that I'm using, this didn't cost much on Amazon, right? I even got a tripod, but I've only, if I use it when I go out, I can use it as a, selfie stick if I need to, because I don't even need it here. I use my own computer that I've dedicated. This is the one that I use for it. I got the ring light, so it helps with the lighting. You really don't even need that. You don't need much. My first videos, I didn't have the ring light. And there's another one I did. I filmed. It worked out better without the light because when I did it, filmed it again and had the light there, the pictures that I was showing, they didn't show up well. So I used another video, the earlier video without the ring light to upload that video. So sometimes you don't need that video. I mean that those lights, but it doesn't take much. My suggestion would be just pack patience. First, do your research. Do your Like I said, there are a lot of gurus out there. I'm definitely not a guru, so don't take my message as too hard, right? Because I'm just getting started. There are a lot of gurus out there to let you know how to upload your videos. Never send it straight to public. You're gonna kill your video. And it was actually suggested to me by one of the gurus to set it to private, not unlisted, but private, because it'll do just a few, views to your subscribers at that time while you're still setting things up. I would use some type of program to help you with your thumbnails. Or if you turn to some of these AIs, they're really good at helping thumbnails, but kind of make sure they're complementary colors. You want your thumbnails to have only a few words on them. You want the words to be bright. So even when you're looking at, if your thumbnail comes across somebody's phone, they can see what it is. You want your thumbnails to be consistent. So for me, most of my thumbnails include my face, so people will recognize, oh yeah, that's the iris effect. That's Iris right there. So yeah, this is her video. So they'll recognize them. You come up with your thumbnails that are consistent. Like I said, it doesn't have to be your face, but for me, that's how I'm starting to incorporate all of mine like that. Something basic, a picture of me, depending on what I'm doing. There's a couple that do not have my face. For They make sense if you go onto my channel, the Iris Effect, you will understand why those two do not have my face on them, but all the others do. So your thumbnails are important. I would also to make sure, another reason why you should use AI is that you want to make sure that your description is SEO optimized. So it's gonna, the words, will help you to the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, to send it out to the right audience. Also, too, some of the other things what AI will help you to do is come up with your tags. You definitely want to use tags and your hashtags too. But I'm not going to get into more. I mean, there's so much that I've learned from these schools. Like I said, they're out there. What I'll do is leave a link to all of them in the description so that you can go on their sites to see what they're talking about, because they know what they're talking about. I just kind of went there to figure it out. I'm still new in this game. I'm only 30 days in, and it has been exciting. It really has. It is a truly a dream come true. Anybody that wants any advice from me, whatever I can share, I will definitely do that. You know, share as much as the knowledge that I have, right? Which is kind of limited right now, but we're going to see how that goes as time goes on. Guys, what we say on this station, if you are feeling this message, I would love for you to type power up in the comments section. Please do that. And as always, always, guys, it has been I mean, it's just a blessing to talk to you, to share some knowledge. I just love it. And as we sign off on this station, we always say that we are aging boldly. You guys have a good one.